What's up everybody? Today in this video I'm going to teach you how to iron silk. Silk is a super soft, luxurious, and usually expensive fabric. It's also very delicate. This means we need to know how to properly use the iron to get wrinkles out of silk to avoid damaging our silk forever. First, we're going to need to collect a few things before we begin ironing. The first thing we need is an ironing board. The second thing we need is an iron. The third thing we need is a spray water bottle. Your iron typically has a spray function on the top of it, but I find a water bottle will spread the moisture much more evenly throughout the fabric. I got this at the dollar store. The last thing you're going to need to iron your silk is a press cloth. I like to use a cotton bandana, but any sort of thin cotton fabric like a pillowcase, a thin towel, a handkerchief, or a t-shirt will work. You never want to put a hot iron directly onto silk fabric, so you want to make sure you have a press cloth. I also got this at the dollar store. Okay, and I also have this extremely wrinkly, long sleeve, mulberry silk men's pajama top. This is mine, and I had it packed away in my luggage for a long flight. And as you can see, it came out. It's very wrinkly all over, front, back. So, let's get to it. Okay, so now we're ready to begin. I've got my silk pajama shirt here on the ironing board. And the very first thing we want to do is take the garment and turn it inside out. You never want to iron silk from the shiny outside. You always want to iron silk from the dull back side of the garment. Okay, so now that we've got my shirt turned inside out, we want to do the next step, which is to add water to the garment. We want to add a little moisture. You want your shirt to be slightly damp, but not soaking wet. Okay, now that I've added moisture to my silk garment, it's ready to iron. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the iron on. I'm going to use the lowest heat setting possible, which on this iron is setting number 1, level 1. Some irons may have a silk setting, and if they do have a silk setting, then use that. And the last step before we begin is to take our press cloth and to put it over top of the silk fabric. You never want to press a hot iron directly on a silk fabric. Instead, you want to put a press cloth in between the silk and the iron. And then once you iron, you actually just want to press the iron down. Move and press. Lift and press. You don't want to be sliding the iron back and forth on the fabric like you might do for a pair of denim jeans or a cotton t-shirt. All we're going to do is press and remove. Press and remove. And if you find that the heat on your iron is too low to remove the wrinkles from the silk, then just gradually turn it up until you find a sweet spot. But you definitely want to do not want to get it too hot. And then when we finish ironing one area, you want to adjust to your silk garment, reapply some more moisture, put our press cloth back over top, and then continue to press our garment until it's completely wrinkle free. Alright guys, so I just finished ironing my silk pajama top and it looks nice and straight. It's just a little bit damp from the moisture. So I'm going to put it in a cool, dry place that's out of direct contact with sunlight to dry. And then I'm going to show you the before and after pictures at the end of this video. As you can see, my silk shirt looks great and wrinkle-free once again. So remember, turn your silk garment inside out, use water to add moisture, turn your iron on to the lowest heat setting, place a press cloth on top of your silk garment, and then hand press the iron as opposed to dragging it across the silk fabric. I hope my video was helpful for you today, guys. If you found it useful, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.